Oh, hello, it is your boy Gomi, and we're back. UFC 292. We're going to be looking at the main event between Aljamain Sterling, the champion, against Sean O'Malley, the contender. I may have alluded to it in my full card breakdown video, but I am not a fan of Aljamain Sterling. I don't like his style. I'm not a person who cares too much about how they are outside the octagon. The one thing I mainly care about is their fight mentality, and that's something I also don't like for Aljamain Sterling. Constantly saying he wants to take breaks, wants to take a break, pushing back fights. He's not like an Izzy who's like, he wants to fight multiple times a year. He wants to fight 3-4 times a year. He just wants to fight as much as he can. Something that Usman also had. Alex Pereira, something he does. I'm just not a fan of Aljamain Sterling. I'm a fan of Sean O'Malley, but I have to be a realist in these breakdown videos. So, let's break down this fight. This bantamweight title fight between Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling versus Sean Sugar Show O'Malley. Aljamain Sterling is going to be 34 years of age, 23 wins, 3 losses, 3 knockouts, 8 submissions, 5'7" in terms of height, orthodox stance, 71-inch reach disadvantage, a 2.02 takedown average, a 61.32% significant strike accuracy. He's a -260 favorite. He has significant wins over Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw, Petr Yan, and Corey Sandhagen. That is an absolutely insane list of significant wins. There's more to fit in, but that's a very big list of significant wins. Standing across from him is going to be Sean Sugar Show O'Malley, 28 years of age, young guy, 16 wins, 0 losses. He's going to have 11 knockouts, 1 submission. Oh, wait, I also forgot. Sean O'Malley has 1 no contest. Forgive me. Oh, no, I didn't write that. It's fine. 5'11" in terms of height. Switch stance fight. He's going to have a 72-inch reach disadvantage. He has a 0.45 takedown average, 61.29% significant strike accuracy, plus 210 underdog. Significant wins over Petr Yan. And just to put him on there, Raulian Paiva. He was a ranked opponent at the time. I think they took actually the day before. And Eddie Wineland used to be really good. But are those good wins? Petr Yan is. And he did win that fight. The other two were more so showcase highlights. So, Aljamain Sterling's keys to victory. Aljamain Sterling's keys to victory are going to be his style of fighting, which I don't like it. Him and Merab both share, Merab Dvalishvili both share the same style of fighting, which I personally am not a fan of all, and it's a very fan-friendly style. Don't get me wrong, I love grappling tacticians and stuff like that. Like, Islam Makhachev is one of my favorite fighters. Khabib was great back in the day. Even GSP as well. They went for finishes. GSP maybe towards the end, not as much. But they went for finishes. Aljamain Sterling, he goes for finishes, but like, a lot of his takedowns are just fluff. He does them for fluff. If you look at something, look at this statistic right here. Look at Aljamain Sterling, this elite grappler. Look at his takedown accuracy. It's 25%. He's landed only 21 takedowns out of 134 takedowns he's shot. And this is just in UFC, by the way. It's just because he just throws them for, like, just to confuse the opponent, mixes in awful, sloppy striking, and his style doesn't really feel much like he's trying to beat you. It feels more like a glorified sparring match, to be honest with you. If you watch his fight against Henry Cejudo, it really didn't feel like both guys were trying to fight. And Henry Cejudo's to blame for this too. It's not all blame is not on Aljamain Sterling. It really felt like he was just having a sparring match. But the thing is, that style has been proven effective. I hate it, but it's proven effective. Petr Yan, an excellent fighter I've been super high on. That style was his kryptonite. Both Aljamain Sterling in the second fight and Merab Dvalishvili, both of them were able to just destroy Petr Yan with that style and then lead cruise to a decision. I do think Aljamain Sterling, if he can get submissions, he will go for them. Not even if he can, he does. Like, he submitted Corey Sandhagen. I'll be honest with you, he may have beaten former champions and former Cejudo, Dillashaw, and Yan, but I'll be honest with you, his best win, his win where he looked really, really good and was very, very exciting, was against Corey Sandhagen. Otherwise, like the Petr Yan fight, you could have argued that Yan won the second fight. If he won the first fight until the knee, you could argue he won the second fight. The Dillashaw came with one arm, but to be honest with you, I'm not high on guys with long layoffs. I think he would have beat Dillashaw even without the injury. And then Henry Cejudo, like, Cejudo really didn't fight that much. It could have been more, maybe it was a robbery. Maybe it could have been closer. I definitely didn't think Aljamain Sterling won that second fight. Won the fight against Cejudo. I know it's a split decision, but his style is very effective, and it's going to be very effective against a heavy striker like Sean O'Malley. It's high pace, high volume. I don't think Sean O'Malley is going to be able to handle against it. There are components where Sean O'Malley can exploit Aljamain Sterling's weaknesses. One of his weaknesses being his god-awful striking. His striking is horrendous. Meanwhile, Sean O'Malley was able to land really good exchanges and strike for strike against Petr Yan. The only things Petr Yan did good in, no, I won't say did good. It was a very close match of striking, but the only thing Petr Yan had a clear advantage in was his grappling, and even then, his grappling, he wasn't able to do much. I will say, looking back on that fight, first watching it, even though I did bet O'Malley by decision, and I have that in my breakdown video, by the way. You can go back and watch that. I had O'Malley by decision. I accidentally double betted it, and I was very happy it hit. Watching it live, I actually didn't think O'Malley won. Watching it back, like a month later, removing bias and watching it back for studying for his fight, I think O'Malley definitely won. He definitely won. The only thing you can give Yan is his takedowns and ground control time, which we've established doesn't mean anything. And it was just pure control. He was not landing shots on the ground. Like, he landed maybe a couple strikes. Meanwhile, O'Malley hurt Yan twice and bled him really bad. He just had overall more effective striking. So I do think that Sean O'Malley was able to get the better of Petr Yan legitimately, who is the number 2 in that division, honestly. I don't know, though, how he's going to handle Aljamain Sterling. We've seen Aljamain Sterling's been hurt bad by Petr Yan. Petr Yan was able to drop Sterling and hurt him a lot in their very first fight. O'Malley can do the same, but the thing is, Yan's grappling is decent. It's not the best, hence why Aljamain Sterling was able to get the better of him in the second fight, but his grappling is decent. Sean O'Malley's submission, I believe his jiu-jitsu, his offensive jiu-jitsu exclusively is not that bad. I believe he went to jiu-jitsu competitions I've seen him in jiu-jitsu competitions, and he has not done really bad. Like, he's not done bad. He's done really good. I tried mixing them. I don't know why I tried mixing them, but he's done really good in a lot of those. So I don't know, man. I don't think he'll be lost and helpless on the ground. We have seen some good switches and rolls from him, but just Sterling's too good. And I wonder if O'Malley's going to be able to recognize that he's striking, he's landing, but it's all feints. He's not going to knock you out. Aljamain Sterling has 3 KOs, and one of them was a freak accident back fist. I'm sorry. So Sean O'Malley's keys to victory is to just ignore striking. Go ahead, let him tag you. Let him hit you, but you need to push the pressure on him. If O'Malley needs to get Aljamain Sterling backing up so he can't shoot, and if he gets in clinches, you got to drill those to his body. But look at those chiseled abs. You're not going to do much with that. But that's really O'Malley's main thing. He has a height advantage. He has a length advantage. There's many aspects he could exploit, but just Sterling's too good on the ground. He's too good on the ground. And I know I'm hating on him incessantly, but if you look at it, Sterling's on an insane win streak. Like, even if you disclude this, that's 1, 2, 3 fight win streak. Exclude this, then it expands to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he got knocked out by Marias. He got knocked out by Marias. That's hilarious. But yeah, and like, that's the thing. You'd be like, oh, Sugar Show could knock him out. Homie hasn't been knocked out since 2017. Saying Sean O'Malley blindly is going to knock out Aljamain Sterling is hard. And I don't see any way Sean O'Malley can win a decision, because we've never seen him go 5 rounds. he can gas. Granted, he did land over like 200 strikes against Chris Moutinho, just drew nothing but strike after strike after strike, and he didn't gas. He was getting close to it, but man, that output's insane. That was still 3 rounds. Still 3 rounds with a stoppage late in the third. I can see O'Malley making it to a decision, but not getting the W. He needs to knock out Sterling. Simple as that. I think it's Aljamain Sterling by decision or submission. No way he's knocking him out. He's got no hands. And then O'Malley's only avenue is going to be by knockout. Yeah. I don't know. I hope it's going to be a good fight, but I don't anticipate it be a good fight. Aljamain Sterling doesn't really have exciting fights. It's only going to be exciting if we get a highlight reel from Sean O'Malley, but I don't know. Overall, my official prediction, I'm going Aljamain Sterling by submission. I think Aljamain Sterling is going to submit Sean O'Malley, and I think it's going to be a meh fight. But yep, once again, this has been your boy Gomi. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Just real quick, to reiterate why I don't like Aljamain Sterling besides his style. The whole DQ thing, I feel after he discarded the belt, he should not have been bragging about being Petr Yan's dad, and he should have just said, hey guys, yeah, I gave it my all. That was the best you'll see of me that night. I'll come back stronger. And simple as that. But instead he was posing with the belt and acting like a badass. I hate that. But yeah, that's why I don't like him. Regardless, this has been your boy Gomi. Bye-bye.